Alright, today we're going to be looking at the SH Figure Arts Romance Dawn Zoro. We slide over the box, you'll be able to see that he's already missing, so we have to go get him. Alright. Where could he be? Toaster? No. Sink? No. What about the fridge? There he is. And back over here. Boom. And I dropped it. So, alright. Here's the figure. Has nice detailing all around. Just like the older SH Figure Arts, but this one doesn't fall apart every time you touch it. They got it pretty realistic with facial expressions, proportions, and it looks just like Zoro from Romance Dawn. Alright, for accessories, comes with 2 fist hands, pre-on in the package, 2 sword holding hands, 2 sheath holding hands, and 2 open palm hands. For faces, he has the one with the bandana on it, and then there's another head sculpt for this, which is this grinning plate. Focus. And the other head, which he has on in the package, doesn't come on with this faceplate. You know what I mean? Is just the standard bandana off. And he comes with 3 faceplates for that. Have a goofy face, like all SHF One Piece releases. A just blank, like no emotion face. Serious? Yes. And a happy, laughing face. Of course, Zoro being Zoro, he has 3 swords. 2 of the just basic swords. They're not different from each other at all. And then he has his white sword. I forget the name of it. But this is the one that actually attaches into his mouth. I don't know if you can see. Come on. It's right here, right in the middle. There's a little notch. And he also comes with a sheath, a whole bunch of the swords in them. But it's not full, the full swords don't go in. It's just these little stubs come out. And this just attaches onto the waist of Zoro. I'll show you that right now. The sheath just plugs right into a little hole on the side of the belt. And it stays on pretty good as long as you're being good with it. It does kind of limit posing, but it's not too bad. So if you want to pose with it, it's not too bad. It looks way better when you're posing with it, but it's more difficult to pose with it, if you know what I mean. I also almost forgot to mention it, but Zoro also comes with a DLC face for Luffy, which is like in Yellen or something. I don't really know. So now for the articulation. The wrist pivots pretty well. Elbow. Only single jointed, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure. It's getting a little irritating. Neck articulation, pretty good. Looks well basically everywhere. One problem that a lot of people are going to have with this is the way that the butterfly joints are designed. May look a little ugly to some people. Doesn't really bother me, but may want to notice that. If you want to get it this high, usually what I do is I will just twist this part of the sleeve. Just a second, I'll do that really quick. So this is what it looks like all twisted, and then you get a better range this way. And it looks a little bit better. But as long as you're not going into big arms up poses, it's not too bad. And another thing that a lot of people aren't going to like is single jointed knees. Again, doesn't really bother me. But if you really want to get into some low poses, it can be a little bit difficult, but the hip swivel helps out quite a bit with that. A hip swivel. Foot, ankle swivel. Another thing, don't try and lean. It doesn't have that much of a. Don't try and lean it too far back or too far forward, or this will pop off. It's not too bad, but it can be a little bit irritating sometimes. But it's definitely not as bad as the older Zoro. The older Zoro just completely does not work. It looks really cool, but you can't pose it at all. Now I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite poses. We are now at the hat of posing for our first pose, which is not the greatest. It's not focused. Because the legs are getting messed up from me holding it. Just fix that. Alright, so I finally figured out that you can get pretty good deep leg poses. And if you wanted to go for something higher, kind of like this, it can be pretty. You can do it. It's a little bit hard. And yeah. If you have any posing suggestions, let me know in the comments. Other than that, have a good day.